Arise, warrior.
Ha! 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 Yeah. Hey everyone, it's Jared, and I am taking a look here at an awesome little game called Volgaar The Viking. This is a game from Adult Swim, which sounds really weird when I say that out loud now. Boom. Because when you hear Adult Swim, you think, well, obviously Adult Swim on television, but when it comes to games, you just think of little flash games, but they've come out with some pretty cool games recently, and this is one of them. Apparently there was a Kickstarter for this game, and I completely missed that somehow. I don't know how, because we get completely inundated with emails about Kickstarters that people want us to write about, and I pretty much delete all of them and never read them. But it's too bad I missed this one. Anyway, so this is like an action platformer game, very much in the old school vein, like old school NES days. It feels like one of those games in every facet, and this is a hard game, but by design, not by any flaws, but fully by design. So anyway, there's not really any story to it. I guess you're Volgaar, beating the crap out of these dinosaur things, because why not? Looks great. So like I said, this is a very difficult game, and the way it works is you don't have any health, you don't have like any special powers or anything like that. You just okay. Well, things get as you go. You'll pick up different armor there. As you see, when I get hit, you lose armor, like in Ghosts and Goblins and such. And eventually, well, if you get down to a certain point and you get hit, you lose all of it. So that's how your health works. And you pick up different shields. You have this attack where you can throw a spear. I can power it up. Throw it harder. Now, this game is pretty hard. Now, I've played through this level and the next level already, so some of it might seem easier while I'm playing. I'll probably still die, because just because I played it doesn't make it any easier. But I kind of know what to do and how to do it. But when you play this, you most certainly are not going to go through this in only a couple tries. See, now as you go through, there's different chests there that you can pick up, and you'll get different armor. Jeez. Okay. It's really hard to play and talk at the same time. Okay, I'm just dumb. Alright, before I start this, let me see what my sound. Let me turn this up a little bit. Get a little bit of music going. There we go. On graphics, you can turn off this bilinear filtering and make it look all real old school, which is pretty cool. Now this isn't true 8-bit or 16-bit, but you know, it's got that, you know, somewhat look. Alright, I need to stop talking. I need to just play, because this area, those guys just keep coming. And I'm just killing for no reason. So you pick up money, which I have no idea what this money is even for. But I try to pick up as much as I can. Now, you go through, and like I said, you don't really have health or anything, but you get armor. And you can pick up various pieces of armor. There's only like 4 levels of armor, I believe. You have a shield, a wooden shield like this one, and then you have that other blue shield that you saw me pick up earlier. Which that gives you the ability to throw spears more powerfully. And then you get a helmet, which you saw once already, and then a better sword, and that's it. At least so far, from what I've played. There's also this mechanic where you can throw spears into, as far as I can tell, pretty much any object. and then you can jump on them. And you have infinite spears, so that comes into play in a lot of areas. Now, I played this first level for about, I think when I finished it, I had about like 60 minutes into this, which is crazy. Now I have a lot of this figured out, like I already said, so it's gonna look a little bit easier for me. But believe me, when you're playing this for the first time and you have no idea what to do, you're gonna die a lot, especially if you're dumb like that. You're gonna have no idea, so you're gonna keep moving to places, moving forward, just trying to see what's there, just so you can figure out how exactly to okay. That's so terrible. I can't see if this dumb microphone in front of my face. But I can't even give you a ballpark idea of how many times I've died. A ton. I mean, if you watch my Rogue Legacy looking at video, then you know I'm not that great at games. Or at least platformers, action platformers, I'm not that great at. But you die countless times just trying to get through it. But it's never frustrating. It's one of those games where it's hard, for sure. Very hard. The second level, which I hope I get to show you here, I put about 80 minutes into that level before I finished it. So about 60 on this one and 80 on the next one. I mean, I had already died. The first time I played this, even getting to this point right here, I probably died like 30 plus times because I didn't know what to do or how to do it. What am I doing? And this is, you have to be precise about your jumps. It isn't a game where you can you can't like in midair just change where you're jumping. I mean, you can if you double jump like that, but when you jump straight up, you're gonna jump straight up. Ah. Oh, I'm dumb. Okay. Well, if you just have your shield, there's no block button. All you I can't believe I can't get past that part. You just stand still and it'll block. As long as you're not moving, it'll automatically block. Now this blue shield's more powerful than your wooden shield. Your wooden shield can only take a couple hits and then it'll break. But this one won't ever break. You'll just lose it if you get hit. See? You just stand there and you'll take the hit. And you'll need to do that in a lot of instances. Not necessarily against those guys, but in other places. I love the way this game looks. It looks good like this. It even looks good if you throw on the filtering. It still looks good. I mean, it smooths out all the pixelated stuff. Jeez, now I'm just being stupid. I might have to, just because I want to show... I don't want this video to be incredibly long, but I want to show you... I'd like to show you a good run through this level, and then hopefully the next level, because there's a boss battle at the end of that one. Like I said, I have no idea what the money's for. I got into the second area, and... Oh yeah, there's a roll that you're going to need in different areas, but I figured I'd show you that when we came across it. Get off this. Now I have to concentrate on what I'm actually doing, because the thing about this, nothing's like random, everything is Everything is the same every time you go through it. So your first run-throughs, like the first, not complete run-throughs, but the first few times that you start running through a level, it's just to actually learn the patterns and kind of learn what to do. You know, learn where, okay, this enemy comes in at this time, and this is how I defeat him, and now I gotta make sure I roll at this one point and dodge this, and, you know, so on and so forth. This jump right here was hard because, well, I don't want to show you because I'll die, but like I said before, you can't control your jump, so many times, see, I'll like miss things, I'll over jump it, because you can't control it in midair, and I'll just like die by those spikes or something. Alright. This part's not even hard. Let's stop getting stuck. Ah, I'm so dumb. Great. Well, forget that. Let's just skip it. Best way to handle it. Oh my gosh. Alright. You might see me just edit this at some point and just skip forward so you can just see. I might just edit in my best run where I actually go through it, so you can at least see a run through. I can show you the second level. Now this isn't a roguelike by any means. You just start at the beginning of the level. There are no mid-level checkpoints. As far as I can tell, there aren't. There aren't, at least in the first few levels. It seems like you just start at the beginning, and if you fail, you die, you screw up, you just start back at the beginning. Which I never finished my thought about this before, but this is one of those games. See right there, it's frustrating, but it's my own fault. It's not because this game is like, there's some games that are frustrating because they're hard, because you know you did something right. You knew it was the game's fault that it messed up in some way. You know, you hit the button, but it just didn't react accordingly, or whatever the reason. But this game, if something goes wrong, it's because you screwed up. It's not because anything wrong with the game. It's your own fault. You made a bad choice. You timed things incorrectly. And that's the kind of frustrating that's enjoyable. And not actually that frustrating. Oh my gosh. See? Like that, if you're dumb like me, and don't pay attention very well. Oh, come on. Alright. This is the one. No screw-ups. I've played this level so many times, and I had this down pat. And now, can't do anything. Can't even get off this dumb rope. Forget that money, because I have no idea what it's for. Yeah, this is really... Oh my gosh. This is really surprising coming from Adult Swim, and a very good surprising. I mean, I've only played some of their Flash games. I'm not sure what all big releases they've had like this, like full releases they've had. But I like this game a lot. And there's another game that came out earlier this year, and I can't even remember what it's called. Super something. I don't know. It's like this sort of puzzle game where you're jumping around, shooting blocks. I don't know. I was gonna do a video on it and never got around to it. Which is like most things. Throw it. Dang it. Alright, cool. You get to see the sword. Ooh, get my flame sword. Shut up. I don't even remember that guy being there. I don't even remember this part. I guess it's just the ending. I forgot about it. Okay, so here's the second area. Now, I just played this earlier. I have 80 minutes in here. I better be able to get through this one pretty easily. Now, you can use that roll. Obviously, I use it to roll under stuff, but you can use it in a lot of different evasive scenarios. Which seems like a given, but just letting you know. Oh, I already forgot about one part. Screws it up. That's alright, I can still bring it back. So you gotta remember that stuff. Enemy patterns and where they're coming from. Because losing your armor, not a good thing. Now these areas, this is an area where enemies just keep coming, so you have to just have to keep going. Try to get ahead, do what you need to do, and not sit here and just keep fighting them, because they're not going to stop. I don't want to jinx it. It's a pretty good run. Let's turn that back off. I like this 8-bit. Or, you know what I mean. It's not 8-bit. Love the way it looks. I love this game. Oh, shoot. See there? You got to be precise about how you jump. And the way... Now, you don't have to jump over... Can't even... Oh, my God. Lost both in one thing. You don't have to go over there. Now I feel like I have to because I lost my armor. Stop it. And by stop it, I mean stop making idiotic decisions, Jared. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. Great. Great. Good job. Anyway, this stuff makes me real nostalgic for my younger years. Playing some of these some of those old games on the NES where, I mean, I don't know if those were intentionally hard. Some of them were. I guess were intentionally designed to be that kind of difficult, but you know, just not having anything to go by. You just gotta play and figure out as you go. Love it. I mean, right off the bat, if this, I would say this is like, I forget how much this is on Steam. Super cheap. I can't, it's not 15 bucks. I think it's like 12 bucks, 11 bucks. Either way, it's 15 or under. And if you even have a passing interest in this game, absolutely get it. If you have any nostalgia for like some of those old hard platformer action games that we played back in the day, and you've been wanting one, or you've been wanting to play something like that for a long time, this is it. See, the red one sucks because he takes 3 hits. Ah. See, this sucks. Gotta try to make it there with as much armor as possible. Especially because there's a boss fight at the end, which, really, the boss fight at the end, you don't need really any armor. Because it's really not that hard of a boss fight. Also, this is one of those games that I just love to turn the music down and just listen to a podcast. If you like listening to podcasts, it's a great game to play and listen to. Hopefully there's no, like, I like the way this character looks. I mean, he looks like a Viking, which are awesome to begin with, but, hopefully he's not saving any woman at the end, because then, all the game industry will get all upset about that, and, I don't know, call it misogynistic and sexist and stuff like that, so, let's hope that doesn't happen, because, you know how terrible that is. GTA is being dragged over the coals right now for that. But what do you expect? That's all games writing is about today. How everything in the game industry is completely sexist. And if you're a white male, you're probably a horrible sexist person. So, just thought I'd throw that out there. Because I got nothing to say right now about this. Other than that, I'm pretty disgusted at games writers right now, because that's all they seem to talk about and complain about. Oh, come on. No. Well, that worked out. Getting close to the boss here. Hopefully I can take him out. Like I said, this first boss isn't too hard. I haven't even gotten to the next boss. I started playing the next area. It's pretty tough, obviously. But I figured I'd stop to make a video of this before I moved on. Alright, here we are. Boss fight. Come on! See, that's the thing. You gotta always be planning your jumps and be careful about it, because you get stuck in positions like that. And this isn't a game that I would recommend. Screwed up once, don't even bother trying. This isn't a game I would recommend taking a lot of risks in. Play it safe. Dang it. Oh, come on. This guy's almost dead for sure. Dang it! Alright, I'm gonna keep recording. I think I'm gonna skip ahead to that boss fight when I get back to it, and I will just cut it to that so you can see the boss fight. Alright, attempt number 2 at the boss fight. Let's see how this goes. I don't have as much armor this time, but that's alright. It's not definitely a death sentence. Go, 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 go! Screwed that up. Dang it! Alright, see, at attempt number 3. Alright, attempt number 3. Still working with not a ton of armor, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Of course, I screw up right at the beginning there, so that is a bad thing. It feels like I don't see my frame rate going down, but it feels like the frame rate is sometimes going down during that fight. I don't know. Well, see you at attempt 4. Alright, here we go. Number 4. Let's see if we can do this. Full armor. Of course, the stupid flames on this sword screw me up, actually. Confuses me. The thing that sucks is you lose both helmet and sword in that one go. Come on! Oh, man! I don't know why it's doing so bad. Alright, this is the one, folks. This is the one where I destroy this guy. Oh, get in my face. Oh, break your dumb face off. Screw you, guy. Get out of here. You ain't screwing me up. Oh, no, no, no. Wow. I'm real dumb. There we go. Boom. I knew it. I called it. Alright. So that's the first 2 levels. Only took me 32 minutes. That's pretty good. Considering it took me 80 minutes. Oh, okay. Maybe it took me 80 minutes to get through the first 2 levels the first time. And the second time it took me 32 minutes. Alright, and then I'm in this area, and I don't understand what this area is about. I'm guessing that since I finished the first one, I got that thing up there unlocked. There's the, I don't know, Harpies, Scales of Justice. Maybe I have 5 levels. I don't know, maybe I have 5 inner levels and I fight the final boss or something. Who knows? Here, I'll give you a sneak peek of the next area. But you should just go buy this for yourselves. Actually, parents, if you have kids and you're looking for good games for them, this is a perfect one. This is a game that not only will challenge them, make them think, but it'll actually make them understand what we grew up with. The kind of games we had to play and how we had to work. We didn't have little tutorials telling us everything. We had to work for our accomplishments. Anyway, so check this out. This is Volgaar the Viking. Volgaar the Viking, or something like that. I'm not really sure. Check it out on Steam and probably other places, but you probably went on Steam because it's the best. Anyway, die by a clam. That's how it goes. Just like real life.